All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get underway once again. And remember, join us all across social media on all of the platforms.
Welcome in, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League, Kansas City. Well, I was about to say it's Christopher Fulton sitting with me, Ben Miller, but it looks like Todd Letterman is coming out, and he's got something to say to everybody here at the Scottish Rite Temple.
We haven't seen Todd Letterman in quite a while here in Kansas City. I'm excited to see what this guy's got to say. It's got to be important.
Ben Simon was running through his normal rundown with the crowd, and it looks like Todd Letterman may have taken exception to something Ben Simon has said, or maybe he just takes exception to the fact that Kansas City exists. So let's see what the five-star phenom, the newly crowned St. Louis champion, has to say.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be one that's going to speak for Todd Letterman, but he's a guy that has a lot on his mind, and he should get the chance to speak it here in Kansas City. What an impressive athlete Todd Letterman is. This guy's going to be a dominant St. Louis champion, I think, for a long time coming.
There he is grabbing the mic, and never a man short of words is Todd Letterman.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Scottish Rite Temple.
Fans really getting on Todd Letterman for coming out.
You know what grinds my gears more than being dragged to this nasty, worthless, overrated cow town of Kansas City is being drugged to Kansas City to hang out with a bunch of nerds, dorks, and dweebs at a Comic-Con all weekend.
That's right, the NWL made quite a presence on Comic-Con this past weekend in Kansas City.
I lied, I'm sorry guys, I lied. You know what really gets my blood boiling? What really gets my blood boiling is getting here and seeing that my city is letting me down and letting Kansas City take the lead in the I-70 series 10-4. That's what really gets my blood boiling.
That's right, Kansas City dominated the I-70 series so far.
What gets my blood boiling even more than that? I have only been given one shot, one opportunity in an I-70 series, and it took 10 plus finishing moves and my partners nowhere to be found for me to be taken out. And there's one guy here that you guys like a lot. You know, if you could shut those cow mouths for a second, I could finish what I have to say.
And the crowd is really letting Todd Letterman have it.
There's one guy here that you guys like a lot.
We should let this guy talk.
Who's undefeated in that I-70 series. One guy that calls himself Captain KC.
We're not talking about him, is he?
Absolutely, he is talking about Captain Kansas City himself, the man without fear. Blaine Meeks is here, and he's got a microphone. It looks like he's got something to say to the five-star phenom.
A resident Budinsky, Blaine Meeks. I can't leave well enough alone.
Ah, there he is. There he is. There's that dork that calls himself Captain KC. You know what, nerd? I could call myself the leader of St. Louis, but I live in the real world, not comics, and I am a champion.
Holding that belt high is the five-star phenom Todd Letterman, showing that he earned that belt just a few weeks back in St. Louis.
First things first, Todd. You don't mind if I call you Todd, dude. How you doing, Kansas City?
Sucking up to the people.
Doing quite fine myself. You know, Todd, despite your lack of manners for my nerds and Comic-Con fans right here.
A lot of people from Comic-Con are in the audience.
Big deal this weekend. I was just there myself if you didn't notice. I actually came out here to congratulate you, Todd. That championship there represents you are the best thing going in St. Louis, and you've proven that. You've proven that night in and night out. In fact, you haven't lost a single NWL match. Except for one. And I was in it. Right here in Kansas City.
He's got a point there. The very first I-70 Series matchup.
Like I said, it took 2 of your buddies and 10
people
plus
beat him.
finishing moves to take me out. So why don't we join this I-70 Series one-on-one right here in Kansas City?
We have a match
Just
between.
like you said, there's a reason they call me Captain KC. I am 3-0 in the I-70 Series, and seeing as how Dak Draper is dodging me and dodging my rematch, dodging to give me my title shot. If I can't beat the Kansas City champion, I'm gonna do my best to beat the St. Louis champion.
Whoa! Wow! A different side to Blaine Meeks. And it looks like we're
get a
on.
referee
We
out
have
here?
a match. We need a referee out
There
here.
he is. Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a non-title bout in the I-70 Series, where Kansas City leads St. Louis 10-4. Your referee is Nick Chin. Introducing first, representing NWL KC from Austin, Texas, weighing 195 pounds, Captain KC Blaine Meeks.
What an ovation for Captain KC himself, Blaine Meeks. The fans at the Scottish Rite Temple love this guy.
NWL STL, originally from Afton, St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 347 pounds, he is the St. Louis champion, the 5-star phenom, Todd Letterman.
It's going to take an awful lot more than just a bunch of cheering kids to help Blaine Meeks beat Todd Letterman. This guy is an absolute animal.
Wow, and the bell has sounded and we're underway already. Todd Letterman charges in and misses a leaping Blaine Meeks. It just always amazes me how high Blaine Meeks can jump, especially with a drop kick like that. And we are starting off with a bang here tonight on 38th the spot. I love the NWL KC.
Well, if Blaine Meeks is going to have any chance with Todd Letterman, he's got to hit him often and he's got to hit him hard when he can, because it's just like that, a guy like Todd Letterman can turn the tables on him.
Just like Letterman took exception to the fact that the I-70 Series is 10-4 in favor of Kansas City, and Letterman is tired of watching his team lose. A man who has dedicated his life to team sports cannot stand to see his team lose, and he wants to make sure that St. Louis gets back up on the board.
Well, I got to be honest, he's got a legitimate complaint here. He's the #1 man in St. Louis, and he's only been involved in one of these I-70 Series. Something seems a little fishy to me.
It looks like the man without fear is about to take flight with a tope suicida through the second and third rope and goes crashing in to the 5-star phenom.
Blaine Meeks certainly a guy that's in perpetual motion. This guy's in great condition. He's going to get the best out of every move that he possibly can with Todd Letterman, and he needs it because, man, this guy's so impressive.
Look at Blaine Meeks just leaping over, and he gets crushed into that steel post by the 5-star phenom. He got down in that football position and really let Blaine Meeks have it.
Look at the absolute power of Todd Letterman. This guy's huge arms and shoulders, just toss him around like Blaine Meeks.
Knife edge chop right across the chest. Now he's starting to jaw with some of the fans here at ringside.
We've seen Todd Letterman in St. Louis take on some of the very, very toughest, fastest, quickest guys. He's a guy that, he's such a big guy that he's going to not be the fastest guy usually in most contests, but that doesn't ever stop Todd Letterman, does it? He's an incredible athlete, can move very, very well for a man his size and lots of power. And Blaine Meeks is finding all about his power right now. How you feel about sticking your nose into your somebody else's business now, Blaine? You think this guy would learn, right? But all he does is, he's got to right the wrongs and all of it, blah, blah, blah. It's terrible. Live your own life, you jerk.
Look at Letterman grinding that shoulder into the solar plexus of Blaine Meeks. Blaine Meeks is a do-gooder here in the National Wrestling League Kansas City, but he definitely knows how to pick his spots, and maybe tonight wasn't the smartest of those spots as Letterman just elevates Blaine Meeks out of the corner.
Just goes to show you the type of competition that we have here in the NWL. This is a main event anywhere in the country. This is the first match here on the show. Unbelievable.
Knee right to the midsection by the 5-star Phenom. And as you said earlier, Todd Letterman is not only extraordinarily powerful, but he can be as quick as a cat when he wants to be. And he just punted Blaine Meeks' ribs through the uprights, going for a cover. Referee Nick Chin right on top of the action here inside the Scottish Rite Temple. What a matchup we have to start off our program here tonight.
Nothing fancy about Todd Letterman's offense. It's straightforward. It's smashing you right in the mouth, just like the way this guy used to play football is how he wrestles. He doesn't take a back step to anyone, and he keeps moving full force, and Blaine Meeks certainly paying the price for that right now. Look at that look of pain on that idiot's face.
Yeah. Knee right in between the shoulder blades and wrenching back on both of those arms on Captain Casey himself.
I hate that nickname.
Well, what's wrong with that? He's 3-0 in the I-70 series. This guy has led the Kansas City team to a lot of victories here. Part of those 10 victories come at the hands of Captain
Well, listen,
Casey.
he's Captain KC. Doesn't he have to start out being like Sergeant KC or something like that? Lieutenant Overland Park or something first?
Spinning heel kick connects right with the face of Blaine Meeks.
That's what we're talking about, the speed of Todd Letterman.
Todd Letterman, the agility of Todd Letterman is so impressive, and that's one of the reasons why he is the current reigning and defending St. Louis champion. And one has to wonder if Blaine Meeks can pick up a victory against Todd Letterman tonight, how that makes him look in the overall standings of the NWL. Will he switch sides and go to St. Louis just to try to get that title from around the waist of Todd Letterman?
Listen, I don't even know if that's even legally possible. I don't know what the contract details are on these guys, if they can switch rosters or not. But certainly any victory over a guy like Todd Letterman is a huge feather in your cap. And I think it would certainly mean something as far as the standings go, and maybe force Dak Draper's hand giving him a rematch.
Oh, elevates him into the lights, and up and down he goes. Blaine Meeks right in the center of the canvas here in the Scottish Rite Temple. Did you see the elevation on that high back body drop?
Just shot him all the way up into the rafters of this spooky old building. You know this building is haunted. You know that, right? That's true. I'm not making that up.
I didn't say you were. I'm just not commenting either way if this building is haunted or not. But one thing I know is the fans here in the Scottish Rite Temple love the action that they see each and every other Saturday night at the Scottish Rite Temple.
And we should be charging these ghosts for tickets, too. If they're not paying, they need to be paying.
Todd Letterman once again misses a charge into the quarter. Blaine Meeks could be trying to haul him over for a vertical suplex here. Not many people have got Todd Letterman off his feet, especially in a vertical suplex. And he almost got it reversed right there. Letterman really putting the brakes on, and it's not hard when you're 350 pounds.
Knee to the head. Is he going to get him? Why does he keep going for it?
Oh, drives him stomach first, almost in a standing gourd buster, and just drops Blaine Meeks right on the canvas. He went nowhere in that vertical suplex attempt.
Todd Letterman is more than just a big guy, more than just a strong guy. This guy is a guy who's been a great athlete his entire life. Knows all about body control, leverage, all of those things. You're not going to just pull one over on a guy like Todd Letterman.
Irish whip by the 5-star Phenom. Blaine Meeks puts the brakes on. Todd Letterman going charging in, and Blaine Meeks pulls the top rope down, and the 5-star Phenom goes spilling to the outside here. Todd Letterman, when you're that big, that much momentum, you go spilling to the outside, and you're going to be down for a little bit. Now the referee's trying to put the count on Todd Letterman.
Absolutely. Todd Letterman weighing in at well over 345 pounds. This guy hits that concrete floor out there. That's going to be a lot of damage. is taking its toll on him. That might have hit him harder than anything Blaine Meeks has done to him tonight so far.
Letterman's back in by the count of 8. Letterman slowly rolling into the ring, getting back up to his feet, but the damage inflicted on him by Todd Letterman in this match. Blaine Meeks also slow to his feet. Now he's starting to fire up a little bit. Nice back elbow to the chin of the 5-star Phenom in a clothesline, and he's still up at a leg lariat and drops the big man to his knee just for a second. And what is Captain KC planning to do with the 5-star Phenom? Could be going for a tornado DDT here. This might, what is he going for here? He's got him up and over.
Wow. Did you see the ring move when Todd Letterman hit the mat?
Nick Chin in position 2, almost a 3 count.
What can you do against a guy like Todd Letterman? You throw everything you've got at him and the guy still keeps coming at you. You throw knees, you throw punches, and he still gets up.
Combination of strikes coming from the edge. This is, again, another side to Blaine Meeks that we haven't seen, and that aggression gets put to an end by a forearm from Todd Letterman. Again, Blaine Meeks going back on the offensive. Oh, and again, another forearm shiver sends Blaine Meeks down to the mat.
Huge shots there from those ham-like fists of Todd Letterman.
Blaine Meeks will not stop firing those kicks into that massive frame of Todd Letterman. Todd Letterman once again showing his great agility and just speared Blaine Meeks out of his boots. This should be it. 2, no! Almost a 3 count. The right shoulder just barely squeaks off the mat.
Todd Letterman has yet to see somebody with this much resiliency as Blaine Meeks. I'll give the guy that much credit. You got to stay on a guy like Blaine Meeks. He's in such good condition. You can't give him even just a couple of seconds to rest. He's going to be at 100%.
Oh, he could be going for that vaunted spike driver. If he hits this, it's over. Blaine Meeks flips out of it, and now he connects. Comic mischief from the front, and that doesn't even send the big man down, and he hits him with double knees again, and Todd Letterman is finally off his feet. What an incredible opening contest we have here. Blaine Meeks wants to take it home for Fight KC.
Whatever he's doing here, if he hits it, this could be it. Todd Letterman not moving.
Blaine Meeks with a beautiful elevated 5-star frog splash, going for a cover here too. No! Letterman gets the left shoulder up just in the nick of time.
What more can Blaine Meeks do to Todd Letterman? He has hit him with literally everything except the kitchen sink. And Letterman still back up on his feet, struggling. He's slower, but he's up.
He's slow to get back up to his feet. Meteora knee driver connects right with the face. It's got to be it, too. No! Once again, Todd Letterman gets that shoulder up. Unbelievable action we're seeing here tonight.
These guys definitely putting it all on the line. Even though this is a non-title match, there's certainly some pride here. Blaine Meeks wants to beat that St. Louis champion. He wants to show everybody that he is the best in the NWL, and what better way to do it?
What is Blaine Meeks going for here?
Do this
for a moonsault. Todd Letterman's up, and he shoved
the ref.
He just shoved Nick Chin into that top rope, and Blaine Meeks goes crashing down to the canvas. Was that inadvertent? I couldn't tell.
I think it was an accident,
and now he hits it with a spike driver.
That's gotta do it.
1, 2, 3,
Nobody
and that's
gets up
it.
on that.
Todd Letterman makes good on his word and racks up a victory for Fight STL.
That is why Todd Letterman is the St. Louis champion. Some quick thinking on his part. Saw that Blaine Meeks fell down, accidentally couldn't stay up there on the top rope. Some kind of a miscommunication there. Blaine thinking that he could do something he couldn't do. Todd Letterman taking advantage of that situation, and he is your St. Louis champion. And it's St. Louis just a little bit closer in the I-70 series.
Score is now 10-5, and one has to wonder if you're in the St. Louis locker room, This man is not only your heavyweight champion, but he makes good on his word when he says he wants to be the captain of St. Louis and bring them back to prominence. And if he continues to wrestle this way, that may happen.
Well, if Matt Jackson, St. Louis general manager, was smart at all, he would put this man in every I-70 Series matchup that he can, because I don't see anybody beating this guy anytime soon. Letterman.
Folks, we'll be right back here on NWL KC.